And we're underway in Spain. It's a bad start for Mark Webber in the AlphaTauri. He already loses the rear at the start. But Matt Guest and Arno Herman and Marcus Feld already battling up front. Matt Guest and Marcus Feld wheel to wheel going through turn 1. Marcus Feld's going to try right around the outside on Matt Guest. And he gets the move done. Marcus Feld takes the lead over Matt Guest. Luca is now going to come under pressure, as well as Arno Herman tries to go down the inside of Matt Guest. I did take. Matt Guest is going to get swallowed up at the start, and that is what has happened, as Kevin Yerling is fighting his way past Mivanes, but Mivanes goes down the inside on him.
Yeah, and he's bunched up here, and is going to try and go around his teammate on the start-finish straight, burning EOS, and he senses that there could be more cars up for grabs here. He's going to take the most outside line and try and capitalise through turn 1 and 2 and push other cars offline, but his teammate Jonah Force just keeping the position and maintaining 4th position, actually losing 13th to Ben Mott there. Ben Mott now looking to put pressure on Marek Babuda into Repsol, and he won't make the move
down the inside. Alfie down the inside. On Jonah Force, someone goes wide. Marek Babuda. But yeah, they're still battling with the two McLarens. Alfie White trying to go around the outside. He was clear just a second there, and he is clear now, and he gets the move done.
Actually, the car looking to put danger on. Lucas having to go defensive. The Haas driver may try and go around the outside into turn 1. Do they leave each other space? Yes, they do. And Mivan doesn't get by there, but Kevin Yerling, always the predator, ready to pounce on the Haas driver, and will he make a move up into the inside of Repsol? No, he won't. Of course, we've seen massive collisions there from Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, getting it all wrong, but he's going to fight on the exit there, and Mivanes just backs out of that one and gives the position to Kevin Yerling, so not quite sure what happened there, but Jivadar right on the back of Mivanes. Richie Hall won't have DRS, so this could be a chance at an overtake down into turn 1. Another person under pressure into turn 1. Kevin Yerling putting pressure on Luca. He'll go to the outside and try to go around him the long way. Will they maintain position? Again, they do, but Jakob Henningsson also getting past Richie Hall there. It's actually Arno Hermans putting pressure on Matt Guest at the moment into turn 5 and down to turn 7 and 8 here, and Matt Guest maintains position. What did you just see there?
Jonah Force. Jonah Force has had a spin back there, but what I was looking at is actually Ben Mott was having a go at Richie Hall and almost went right into the back of him. The front pack goes, but Richie Hall spun around. Ben Mott does make contact with Richie Hall, and Richie Hall goes around.
So disastrous for the Aston Martin driver who started on those hard tyres. Alfie White, meanwhile, has wormed himself back up to 10th position. It's Red Bull 1-2 at the top. 2 seconds is the gap between Matt Guest and Marcus Feld. And there's battling for 10th position between Tony Mulder and Alfie White. Tony Mulder looking to come back into Repsol, and will he think about the inside? He looks, but there's no space at the end there. So Alfie White maintaining that position against the Alpine driver. Mivanes, part of this train. It is certainly a DRS train that has developed here.
Oh, Kevin Yerling spins out.
So Kevin Yerling spins out turn 3 in that dirty air, and that is disastrous for the Ferrari driver. He'll be falling all the way down into 12th, maybe 13th position if Thomas Kremen can get close enough. No, he won't, but it's 12th position for Kevin Yerling. He finished 3rd here in the pre-season race, and that is not where he wants to be, certainly on that medium to hard tyre strategy. Luca, meanwhile, on those hards, it's the tide is changing, has set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and is actually passing Arno Hermans into turn 1. Is he? Up the inside he goes. Arno Hermans doesn't concede. There's contact between the two at turn 2, and Luca will have the inside all the way through turn 3, and I think Arno Hermans will have to say goodbye to that final podium position as Luca takes a spot, but Arno isn't having any of it. He bows back into the inside of turn 14. That will become the outside of turn 5, and now he does cycle down, but does Luca go a little bit deep? He does. That allows Arno to maybe stick a nose up the inside, but he does fall down into 4th position. Does, after all of that battle, Arno Hermans. Mivanes looking just in front of him, maybe hoping for a little bit of contact so he could capitalise and pick up more points for the Haas outfit. Ooh, a little bit screamy on traction out of turn 9, and maybe a pressure from Jivadar coming. No, not quite yet.
And Arno Herman has spun around. So that's another Ferrari around on the hards, actually. So that's interesting. Kevin Yerling spun around on the mediums, so maybe the hards are starting to go off as well. Or Arno Herman either just took too much curb. and just drop it. But yeah, it's Arno Herman around.
And has left the session. I think that's a mistake. Matt Guest runs deep into the penultimate set of corners, and Matt Guest will have DRS on his teammate, but will have to defend from Luca. Luca will be so close, but if he kept a little bit of ERS in the backfield, then he would have been able to attack it. But luckily for Matt Guest, he picked up the DRS on his teammate that helped him defend from Luca.
But yeah, that was an interesting moment from Matt Guest. What he did there, maybe, yes.
Alfie's just thrown it down the inside at turn 4, and it was an absolute lunge, and he's knocked himself out of the race, and yeah, I think you can say fair dues for that. That was ambitious at best there from Alfie. Yeah, Matt Guest certainly under pressure and actually losing a position out of the final corner. Both cars will have DRS. Will Matt Guest be able to attack back? He looks to the inside at turn 1 and he may be able to maintain a position, having to burn a bit of DRS there. But this has created a gap for Marcus Feld on those 16-lap-old mediums. He has managed to pull a little bit of a gap. Now that will come down really quickly, you'd have to presume. But Marcus Feld is leading the race from Matt Guest. Luca really knocking on the door here on his first Tier 2 event.
Hopefully he'll be in the pits.
Oh, Marcus Feld has spun. Marcus Feld has spun from 5th position there, and he was just in front of Luca. And I was going to say, this has worked out well for Marcus Feld and Matt Guest, but Luca will be in a very good position to win his first outing out in Spain, similar to Max Verstappen, getting upgraded to a different sister team and having his first outing. Luca is going to be coming around the final sector here. Matt Guest has pitted. Arno Hermans has pitted, both onto the medium tyres. Luca had a bit of a moment at turn 4 and ran deep, so it'll be interesting to see. So that they've pitted and Luca will potentially get the lead of the race here. If the undercut has worked, Matt Guest leaving the pits. It's going to be so close between the two. You can see Matt Guest just ahead, but Matt Guest has managed to maintain position and keep the overcut. But Luca will have the fresher tyres and will attack through 1 and 2. Towards turn 3 he'll go. That gap will close from a second down to 4 tenths, and he'll close and close. Maybe a bit of ERS, and look at turn 4. 2 tenths is the gap, and he's got so much better grip on those tyres. This is where Luca made a mistake last time, and he's going to look to around the outside at turn 5. Will Luca get past the Red Bull driver? He's got much better grip, and I think he may have got this move done. No, Matt Guest battles down the inside at turn 7 and gets the place back. This fight will go all the way, both of them leaving each other room. Turn 9 it is. This is the inside of turn 9, and Matt Guest has to drop behind and also doesn't pick up DRS. Neither of them pick up DRS for this middle state. Matt Guest throws it down the inside at turn 10, sorry, and Luca maybe a little bit of track limits there. That maybe something that could be investigated by the stewards, but I wonder if he felt left no room. But Matt Guest with that penalty has to get by Luca.
Exactly, and that's one thing, Luke, when you mentioned Luca had the fresher tyres, Matt Guest Luca had no penalties either, so he is pretty much in a good position. He needs to hold Matt Guest off now. Going through the main straight, Matt Guest has got the DRS, he's going to tuck in behind and go try around the outside and gets the move done on Luca. Great move by Matt Guest as Benmont gets a 3-second time penalty. But yeah, Matt Guest round the outside on Luca. There is a yellow flag. I'm not sure. It's one of the Alfa Romeos.
Yeah, so I think there was contact between Norbert Lazowski and Jakob Henningsson at that overtake. So a bad lap for the Alfa Romeos. Jakob falls down, was running in 7th position, falls down out of the points at this stage. That gives the final points playing position to Marek. The Alfa Romeo driver could be picking up his first win in this championship and kick-starting his championship drive. We'll have to see whether he gets the full-time seat, but it's bowing out, crossing the line in first. Matt Guest, the Red Bull driver, will hope for better fortunes in Tier 1. Luca will cross the line and take first position.